Now we've got Bill. It automates our finances the way we automate restaurants. With Bill tracking our invoices and planning payments, we can focus on growing. The old way, not going back there.
Automate your finances with Bill. Learn more at Bill.com.
The iHeartRadio All Access free preview is coming. Listen to any song on demand, unlimited skips, even download your faves and listen offline. Experience true freedom. The iHeartRadio All Access free preview starts Monday. Download the free iHeartRadio app now. Free never sounded so good.
Freedom 93.7 and Jesse Kelly live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
It is the Jesse Kelly Show on a Wednesday, reminding you can email the show Jesse at jessekellyshow.com. Jesse at jessekellyshow.com. Your love, your hate, your death threats. You ask Dr. Jesse questions for Friday. And do you have somebody in your life who needs to be bullied? Or more importantly, do you have a politician or media pundit or entertainer you would like me to bully on the air? We will do that for you. Jesse at jessekellyshow.com. All right. Jesse at jessekellyshow.com. Maybe you're sitting there thinking, Jesse, I don't feel comfortable with this. I really want to be nice and I want to get along with everyone. Dude, that's fine. I don't want you to panic. But I do need you to go pick up a male vitality stack from Chalk. Because this is not going to be the era of low T niceness. This is going to be the era of aggressive. 33 years in federal prison for Enrique Tarrio, who was not even in D.C. on January 6th. 33 years. That's what they're seeking for the leader of the Proud Boys. Now, let me ask you, what do you think they're going to seek for the President of the United States of America? Do you think they're going to give Enrique Tarrio 33 years and give Trump 6 months? Well, that leads me to this, back to your question. And look, I don't say these things to celebrate them. They're, as you know, they're freaking horrible. I say this because I'm tired of this pie in the sky right-wing punditsphere on the radio and TV acting like it's all just about an election. Oh, it's about the primary. Trump's up 40 points. No, what's he polling like against Biden? No, we're gonna have hard truths here. Hard truths. That way, even if you get mad at me next year, when the horrors start to rain down, you won't be looking around stunned at what happened. You will look around and say, yeah, I saw this coming. You'll look around and tell your friends, yeah, I told you it was coming. Because you acknowledged hard truths now. There's an article today. Secretaries of State get ready for possible challenges to Trump's ballot access. You see, the email asked about blue states, and yes, of course, New York could rule. But remember, we all lie to ourselves about how much our vote matters in an election. I shouldn't say all of us, but the truth is, you're in New York. Your vote doesn't matter. All those electoral college votes are going to the Democrat. I'm in Texas. My vote doesn't matter. All the electoral college votes here are going to the Republican. There are only, 5, 6, 7 states, the swing states, that actually matter when it comes to the presidency. You know what they are. Pennsylvania, Michigan, Ohio, used to be Florida, that's not a swing state any longer, North Carolina, Wisconsin, and Arizona. There are already, in August of 2023, 2 secretaries of state already talking about the possibility. One of those secretaries of state, a Democrat from Arizona. His name is Adrian Fontaines. We need to run an election, he said. We need to know who is eligible. This is of incredible national interest. And then he, of course, added, we're not taking a position one way or the other. Oh, that's what they all do. Oh, no, I'm not taking a position. We're not being partisan here. I'm sure the supermajority, the Democrat supermajority in Michigan, I'm sure they won't push for things just like this, too. Hey, we're not taking a position, but, hey, the guy's been convicted of seditious conspiracy. Clearly, he's not eligible to be on the ballot. You may think that's doomsday. You may think that's hard. It's not doomsday. It is hard. It also is the reality we're staring at. Look, I'm just acknowledging reality. Why? So we can be prepared. So we can plan accordingly. So we can adjust our actions accordingly. And so we can be prepared to take on this country we live in. To, I should say, be overwhelmed by this country we live in and start taking it back. No. We have a climate agenda. Did you know it's wrecking the power grid? No. Hang on.
He doesn't care if you believe it, but he's right. Jesse Kelly.
Free yourself from debt. Dave Ramsey, tonight at 7 on Freedom 93.7. Real news, real talk.
If your dog could mow your lawn, he would. Or take out the garbage or paint your house. I bet your dog would do that for you too. My dog Fred would. And certainly if your loyal companion can provide the daily nutrition you need, he or she would do that too. So why not do something special for our four-legged best friends? That's why I'm helping naturopathic Dr. Dennis Black spread the truth about dog food. That dog food is dead food. That's why he created Rough Greens. Not dog food, but a natural supplement added to your dog's food, bringing it to life. If low energy, itching, achy joints, bad breath, and digestive issues are a problem, just sprinkle on Rough Greens. It has just the right vitamins and minerals, digestive enzymes, antioxidants, probiotics, and omega oils. Dr. Black is so confident Rough Greens will help, he's offering a free Jumpstart trial bag. Just handle the shipping. Hey, he'd do it for you. Go to freeroughgreens.com/Jesse or call 833-33-MY-DOG.
This is Michael Brown and Freedom 93.7. Well, here we go again. Colorado continues to make us proud by always putting us in the top 10 of some list that, well, just makes us proud to be from Commie, Colorado. A recent study found that Colorado is one of the top 10 states hit the hardest by scammers and identity thieves. There were 1,100 reports of fraud and identity theft per every 100,000 Coloradans back last year, ranking Colorado as the 10th most impacted state according to the study. Colorado ranked number 8, comparing the states with the most people affected by investment scams, with 229 reports per million according to the study. Colorado's highest ranking in scams was for tax preparer scams at number 6. Every time you think things can't get worse in Colorado, there's another story like this that proves, yes, it can get worse. This has been the Michael Brown Minute. Join me Saturdays from 10 to 1 for the Weekend with Michael Brown, right here on Freedom 93.7, Real News, Real Talk.
You know when you wake up and your mouth feels gross and you just can't wait to brush your teeth to get that clean, fresh feeling again? Millions of Navage users feel when they use
State officials say search and rescue operations are underway. Florida Power and Light reporting more than 270,000 electricity outages in the state. Some barrier islands entirely cut off from the mainland, with storm surges from 12 to 16 feet reported. Maximum sustained winds 125 miles per hour at its peak. In Cedar Key, most of the downtown has been submerged. The fire department there saying propane tanks were blowing up all over the island. In Keaton Beach, drone footage shows roofs blown off, trees toppling onto houses. And in Tarpon Springs, residents just beginning to measure the scope of the damage.
Fox's Steve Harrigan in Tarpon Springs. North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper is warning residents in coastal and eastern island counties to prepare for heavy rain and localized flooding.
I've authorized National Guard activation, which means soldiers and vehicles are staged in key areas, ready to deploy when and if they're needed. Swiftwater rescue teams are preparing to deploy in eastern and central parts of our state.
Georgia and South Carolina are also impacted by the storm, with South Carolina's governor encouraging people to stay home. Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell appeared to briefly freeze up and was unable to answer a reporter's question at an event in Kentucky earlier today. America's listening to Fox News.
And now, a special motorcycle weather report from Progressive. In today's forecast, expect a steady breeze with a 100% chance of twisting down those country back roads gleefully on your motorcycle. Some will want you, others will want to be you, and animals everywhere will yearn for opposable thumbs just to work that throttle like you do. On nature's cruel design. That's your forecast. Back to you. This has been a special motorcycle weather report from Progressive, where every day's a beautiful day to ride with 24/7 roadside assistance from America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Roadside assistance subject to policy terms and limits and may require comprehensive coverage.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S. Over 15 million this year alone. And many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss, even when you monitor your credit. If your identity is stolen, your dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent theft, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
British intelligence employee admits to attempting to kill an American NSA worker.
Joshua Bowles entered a guilty plea in the attempted murder of the National Security Agency worker, a woman whose name has not been released. The BBC reports the woman was confronted by Bowles, who was brandishing knives back in March. Detectives say Bowles tracked the NSA worker because of who she worked for. He attacked a woman at a community center. She escaped and had to be treated later for stab wounds. Bowles, after being caught, was also charged with assaulting another man who tried to intervene. Colonel Scott, Fox News.
The Biden administration approved $80 million in military aid to Taiwan under a program generally reserved for assistance to independent nations. The State Department says the material would be used to strengthen Taiwan's self-defense capabilities through joint and combined defense capability and enhance maritime domain awareness and maritime security capability. Some lawmakers are making a push to try to toughen rules involving infant formula.
There's a bipartisan effort to prevent a repeat of last year's infant formula supply chain meltdown. Democratic Representative Katie Porter of California and Michigan Republican Congresswoman Lisa McClain have introduced a bill aimed at halting outbreaks of Chronobacter, which is blamed for sickening 4 babies, including 2 who died after drinking formula from Abbott Labs, where the FDA halted production after finding unsanitary conditions. Under the bill, manufacturers would have 24 hours to notify the FDA if they find contamination by a pathogen during tests taken in the facility. Currently, contaminations don't need to be reported if the product is still in the factory.
Fox's Lillian Wu on Wall Street. The Dow added 37, the Nasdaq gained 75, the S&P plus 17. I'm Lisa Listera, Fox News.
This report is sponsored by Colorado 811. Call before you dig.
Heading up to the Aurora area, run the slow on eastbound I-70. That was an earlier stall out near Peoria. That has been cleared up. Back to traffic back on the 270 starting to load up. I-25 both directions downtown to the Tech Center. About 45 minutes to make the drive. The trouble out west, traffic westbound 70 in Genesee. That's over the right lanes. Sid Leland from KOA 850 AM and 94.1 FM.
Freedom 93.7.
It is the Jesse Kelly Show. Another hour of the Jesse Kelly Show on a Wednesday, a hump day. Remember, you can email me, Jesse at jessekellyshow.com. We have to talk about CNN being kind of pro-rape. We'll get to that, too. Gonna get to a bunch of emails. These people walking away from the society they built and so much more, but I need to do something first. I'm gonna try not to spend very long on this at all, but it's something I feel obligated to do. Today is the anniversary, the 2-year anniversary of our pullout from Afghanistan. Here was General McKenzie. This is 2 years ago today.
I'm here to announce the completion of our withdrawal from Afghanistan and the end of the military mission to evacuate American citizens, third country nationals, and vulnerable Afghans. The last C-17 lifted off Hamid Karzai International Airport on August 30th this afternoon at 3:29 p.m. East Coast.
I'm going to play for you something that has taken the nation by storm today. The father of Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz, rest in peace. He spoke loudly. This is long, but I'm going to let the man have his say because I think he will agree with me that there's more than deserved his say. Losing his son. He had some harsh words for Joe Biden.
Not a single person has been held accountable. Your so-called leader can't seem to even utter your names in public, not even once. Mr. Biden has run his entire political campaign for 50 years as the famed leader. Well, I've got news for you, sir. The curtain has been lifting. But that campaign slogan will never work again. We have seen what's going on in your family. And even worse, we've seen how you've been treating us as Gold Star families. And there couldn't be anything more disgusting and cowardly than the way you have treated us. You are a disgrace to this nation. You have no business having ultimate command over our military, and I regret not saying that to your face when I had the opportunity in Dover. I felt it more important to bite my tongue. But I also had more important things on my mind at that time, like receiving my son's lifeless body stateside. While I stood there on the tarmac, watching you check your watch over and over again, all I wanted to do was shout out, "It's 2:30. Out of respect to the other grieving families, I bit my tongue once again. Well, as you can probably tell by now, I'm done biting my tongue. You sure stole their lives, their futures, their dreams, and have ripped apart 13 families. You cannot even man up and admit that. You, sir, discredit honor and integrity. 2 years later, there are things I find myself thinking about. Where was Biden's logic sneaking out back in the middle of the night before ever getting a single Afghan partner or American civilian out? This is the purest definition of intentional negligence. This is just one of many irresponsible and negligent decisions coming from the White House. Between what has been happening here domestically, for example, the border, over the last 2.5 years, and all your failed foreign policy decisions, I would venture a guess that you have more American blood in your hands, Mr. Biden, than any president in U.S. history.
I felt obligated to bring you just some basic information that people may not fully understand. Some behind the scenes stuff that I know, and just to honor all of the troops who gave their lives there, and honor everybody who gave up other things there too. Limbs. People struggle mightily to this day with various PTSD issues they got, fighting, bleeding, suffering in that place, watching their friends suffer. And I'm going to move off of the Afghanistan stuff, I think, for a while after this, but I just feel obligated to go over a couple things. A couple things that may be hazy for people. One, you heard him mention Bagram. What's Bagram? You probably already know, but Bagram was a gigantic base there. Gigantic base. It is an incredibly important strategic location, not just actually for Afghanistan, Asia really itself. You want where Bagram was, you want it. It wasn't even our idea. It was the friggin' Soviets when they were invading Afghanistan because their commie clan screwed up. They're the ones who saw it and said, yeah, that's a great one. I believe, if I remember this correctly, Alexander the Great saw where Bagram was and said, well, that's a spot you're going to win a war. Now, why is it a big deal to evacuate from Bagram and not from a civilian air base? Well, let's talk about this. At a secured location like Bagram, what you will have is you will have fields around you that make approaching the base, if you're a bad guy, pretty much impossible. Virtually impossible for someone to get in on the base. It is impossible for anybody to get an elevated shot on you. That's really what you don't want. In modern day fortresses and old fortresses, you don't want somebody to get above you so they can shoot down in over the walls and down on you. At Bagram, that's virtually impossible. When it comes to getting in and out, no matter which gate it is, it's not like in the movies where you just drive up and there's some little kind of flimsy looking aluminum steel barrier that they raise and lower and you gotta go speak Russian to the guy. I've seen the spy movies, and he raises it up and lets you in. No. There's a whole system in place to avoid things like vehicular suicide bombers, other things that they have it set up so once you're in, you're secure, and it's virtually impossible for someone else, a bad guy you don't want in, to get in. To say nothing of the fact it's not an airstrip, it's airstrips, plural. It's huge planes, all kinds of them taking off, landing, all kinds of them. And this is going to come into play here in a minute. ISIS. We had ISIS prisoners locked up on Bagram. Now, what happened? Why this day? Why did the Biden administration yank us out so quickly? Well, they yanked us out because we were approaching September 11th, and they wanted something to celebrate to improve Joe Biden's poll numbers. Joe Biden brought up to the generals, to his military leaders, that he wanted to ditch Bagram. His military leaders, this is all information I know, by the way, his military leaders told him, we can't do that, sir. That's a terrible idea. If we do that, people are going to get hurt. You can't give up the strategic location before everyone's out. You can't do that. Joe Biden essentially told them all to pound sand, and they vacated Bagram. The Taliban immediately start taking over the country. President Poopy Pants goes on vacation like he always is, and lo and behold, the country begins to collapse. All of a sudden, those poll numbers that were supposed to get better for the Biden administration, remember, that's all these people, these soulless monsters care about. Biden's poll numbers began to crater. They began to panic. This looks bad. So they send our military personnel back in. Only you can't secure Bagram anymore because the Taliban have already taken over Bagram. And did I mention those ISIS prisoners? The Taliban let them go. Now fast forward. One of the men who was let go from that ISIS jail on Bagram happened to be the suicide bomber who eventually blew himself up and killed 13 of our warriors that died in Afghanistan. This is incredibly unjust, and what has been done, not just to those 13, to everybody who sacrificed love, families, friends, family in Afghanistan. Everybody was cheated and done wrong by this evil a civilian airport where there were all kinds of elevated positions around them. We made them sitting ducks instead of people who could have survived just fine at Bagram. I'm moving off it. Not going to stay on it. I know it's old news. It's not going to be old news for me. Not ever, but I'm moving on. Chaz. All right. Get to some emails before we get to CNN, the employee. Before we get to that, let's do this. So we're taking care of ourselves, our physical safety, because there are violent people everywhere. 2 blocks from where I'm speaking to you right now, 2 blocks away, lady got beat up, got her face beaten to a bloody pulp, and got her purse removed from her last night. Ladies, fellas, I'm talking to you too, but I really want to talk to the ladies. Please carry something on you that will make you stop a bad guy, that will let you stop a bad guy from beating your face in. Get a hero gun, please, or a hero arrow. You don't need a concealed carry permit. They're not lethal. It's pepper balls or pepper gel. All you have to do is go to hero2020.com and use the code Jesse. Hero2020.com, code Jesse. State restrictions may apply.
Catch up. JesseKellyShow.com. Freedom 93.7 and AM 760. Real news, real talk.
Why do I take chalk every day? Because testosterone levels are at an all-time low, and I know the losers who run this country want us weak. They want you weak. They want me weak. They want us all to just be a bunch of effeminate, infertile losers. We can't do that. Start taking a male vitality stack from chalk.com. Go to CHOQ.com, use the code Jesse, and that gets you 30% off. Natural herbal supplements, a patriotic company. CHOQ.com, promo code Jesse. Millions of people are forced to work into labor or sex work here in the United States. It's called trafficking, and it can happen in your community. To the 6th grade girl posting selfies, to the preteen boy playing soccer in the park, the kid just looking to belong. The average age of a trafficked child is just 14 years old. $14 a month can help make a difference, can help defeat trafficking. Visit theacervoproject.org to donate and learn more. That's ASSERVO.
Win your way to our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival and $1,000.
You'll be there. T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, December 22nd and 23rd.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
iHeartRadio Music Festival. Having the time of your life is more rewarding than ever when you visit any MGM Rewards destination nationwide. Dine, stay, play, and earn on all of it. Details at MGMRewards.com. Subject to earning and redemption limitations applicable to certain purchases and in certain states.
Hi, Todd Cicchini, Done Right Windows and Doors. What's better than finally getting those old, ugly, drafty windows and doors replaced? What's better than finally being able to truly enjoy our Colorado beauty through crystal clear glass? What's better than finally being able to open your windows and doors with ease? And finally, what's better than getting all that beauty done right with top quality products by Provia, installed by our own top quality employees, not subcontractors? Yeah? Well, folks, this is Dan Cicchini. And what's better than all of that? Taking advantage of our financing specials. 18 months, no interest, or spread it out over a longer time. You can finally get them done now. With approved credit, of course. Call us for the details and set up your own rock-solid quote. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors. If you can replace windows and doors, you have our word with Future Right at Done Right. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
Imagine selling your home and getting paid twice. Sound good? But how's that even possible? To sell your home and get paid twice? You can do it with Orchard. It's simple. Orchard makes you a solid cash offer on your home. If you agree, boom, here's your cash for your next home. Orchard handles everything from there, including paint, repair, list, and show your home. And if your old home sells for more than Orchard offered you, you get the upside cash. That bears repeating. When your old home sells for more than Orchard offered you, you get that money too. You get paid twice. And that happens 97% of the time with Orchard. Look, with so many home buying companies trying to lowball you, Orchard pays you the upside when your old home sells for more. Want to get paid twice when you sell your home? I know I would. Learn how to get paid twice and get a free valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com. Orchard.com.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
It's the Woody Show. Rover's Morning Glory.
Ron Ryan Show. The once-in-a-lifetime events.
iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Temporary close. The Dollar Tree store. Why close?
That's an amazing question. It's the biggest sort of $1 trillion question.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I have to play this again because I didn't catch the question. I was too busy bullying Bill Weir in my mind the first time I heard this. Somebody play this again?
These communities now are suddenly in the path of hurricanes where they have not been before.
They're on the ocean. What? What communities are in the paths of hurricanes now that aren't before? It's Florida. Hurricanes come. I live in Houston. If we get a hurricane, I promise I'm not going to look around and say, how did this happen? Oh my gosh. Every year, these people. Anyway, we're not bullying her right now. She's stupid enough. We're bullying Bill.
Is there anything that can be done to protect them going forward?
That's an amazing question. It's the biggest sort of $1 trillion question about how you adapt communities like this to the world that we're already now living in, at the same time trying to mitigate further more wicked storms down the road with more fossil fuel pollution. Right now the Gulf is...
See, I'm not going to let him go on. The point is that Bill, he feels like he's in a position of authority where he can look at a hurricane, which Florida has gotten since the beginning of time, and he can blame the oil and gas industry. And the reason he feels so free to do that is nobody in his life will bully him for that. He doesn't have friends who will bully him for that and make fun of him. He doesn't have co-workers who will say, oh, look, it's the weird freak who thinks oil and gas cause hurricanes. Hey, make way for loser Bill. He doesn't have anyone in his life who will bully him. He probably doesn't even have a pastor who cares enough about him to bully him. Hey, Bill, Jesus is even laughing at him. He doesn't have anybody like that in his life, and he needs a bully so bad. It's important that we begin to bully communists. We just always have to keep that in mind. Let's get to some emails, shall we? Jesse, my 8th grade daughter just told me they watch CNN 10 daily in her social studies class. She's in Arizona public school, which we already know has its own flaws. Due to the prices of private school and transportation to and from, this school is currently our only option. We are not sure where and with who to begin addressing this, as we have now learned the whole school district uses CNN. Like you have said, we want to turn our anger into action, but we don't know where to begin. We both work full-time jobs, want to provide for our child best education that aligns with our morals and values, so on and so forth. But sadly, this is the best we can do from now, and that's the reality of the situation. Don't say that sadly. That's a lot of people's situation. Don't you dare sit there, scraping by to make ends meet, and feel bad because you're stuck in a bad situation. Don't do that to yourself. You're out there burning the candle at both ends. So you can't afford private school. Congratulations, most people can't either. Or charter schools. Maybe you can't drive. Okay, fine. That's the normal situation. You didn't do anything wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. Your daughter, by the way, is going to be fine because she has you as parents, educating her when she gets home. But if you are, and understandably, worried about the other kids drowning in Bill Weir's CNN propaganda, go talk to the principal. You will almost undoubtedly strike out there. And when you do, it's time to go get loud at a school. It's time to go to their public meetings and make your voice heard. And when they start trying to shut you up and shut you down, it's probably time to inform them that CNN gets turned off, or you'll be running for one of their seats, or more than one of their seats, on the school. It's time to start threatening public officials with the loss of their seats, not stupid illegal threats. I'm going to deal you. Threaten them with the loss of power. That's what these people truly are afraid of. CNN gets turned off, or you will not be on the school board very much longer. That's what you go with. Again, your school board needs bullied. They haven't been. They're used to being the bullies. Time to change that. Jesse, I agree with your assessment on veteran suicide in America. We did a big thing on that last night. If you want to listen, you can download the podcast of the show, iHeart, Google, Spotify, iTunes, so on and so forth. I've been saying the same thing for years. I'm a retired Army officer, 46 months overseas, dang son, and a current police officer, 15 plus years in Texas. Lots of my friends in the military and law enforcement community believe the same. We regret defending this country and our community because we inadvertently facilitated the tyrannical takeover of America. Hopefully America will self-correct as it has in the past. If not, I got popcorn styled up, stock piled up so me and mine can sit back and watch it before bed. Can you put a list of military history books you recommend on your website? I appreciate your service, man. It's sad. We regret defending this country and our community. It saddens me because of how often I hear this thing. Look, if you're a veteran, listen to me now. I just want to tell you this. Just because the people who lead and have led this country are evil and have evil motivations, that doesn't in any way shortchange your service. Yeah, your cause wasn't World War II's cause. You're every bit as brave as the men who stormed the beaches of Normandy. If you were born back then, you would have strapped it on and stormed that beach right along with them. Don't let their evil shortchange what you did in your mind, all right? All right. They're building their own utopia, and CNN next.